If you touch her again, don't expect screams or chaos. I'll make the silence afterward explain everything you should have feared. I've stayed quiet longer than I should have, but understand this clearly. Hurting her awakens something I can no longer control. If your hands forget their place again, I'll teach your memory a lesson your body won't forget. I don't threaten loudly. I promise quietly, and pain listens when I speak. Touch her again, and you'll learn how mercy leaves a man when love is endangered. I watched you cross a line you thought no one guarded. You were wrong. I was waiting. If you think this is jealousy, you've misunderstood completely. This is protection sharpened into fury. I don't care who you think you are. The moment you hurt her, you became my responsibility. Touching her was your mistake. Believing there would be no consequences was your last one. I've imagined many futures, but none where you walk away unharmed after crossing me. If pain had a voice, it would sound like my warning repeating in your head too late. You mistook her kindness for weakness. I won't make the same mistake with you. Hurt her again, and I'll make sure fear follows you longer than guilt ever could. I didn't step in because I enjoy violence. I stepped in because love refuses to stay passive. Touch her again, and you'll finally understand what it means to be protected by someone who has nothing left to lose. You think you're brave because you haven't been stopped yet. That ends now. I stayed calm while you tested boundaries. Now you'll test consequences. If you touch her again, you won't meet my anger. You'll meet my patience finally ending. I've learned that pain is the only language some people respect. Congratulations, you've earned fluency. You crossed a sacred line when you laid a hand where it didn't belong. This isn't about revenge. It's about balance. You hurt her, and the universe will correct itself through me. Touch her again, and you'll realize how terrifying quiet determination truly is. I don't raise my voice, I raise the stakes. The moment you touched her, you volunteered for a lesson you're not prepared to finish. I've forgiven many things. Endangering her is not one of them. If you think pain is physical, wait until you feel the weight of regret settle in. Touch her again, and every step you take afterward will feel watched by memory, by fear, by me. I won't warn you twice. I don't repeat myself when it comes to her safety. You didn't just touch her, you challenged everything I stand for. If love makes me dangerous, then hurting her made you reckless. I've buried my temper deep, but your actions just dug it up. Touch her again, and you'll discover how fast compassion turns into consequence. I don't need witnesses. Justice doesn't require an audience. You thought no one would notice. I noticed. That's enough. If pain ever asks who sent it, tell it my name. Touch her again, and your confidence will collapse under the weight of your own choices. I don't chase enemies, I end threats. You underestimated how far devotion can go when pushed. If you touch her again, every nightmare you've ever ignored will finally introduce itself. I was calm because I trusted restraint. Now I trust instinct. You've mistaken my silence for permission. That misunderstanding ends now. Touch her again, and you'll understand why some warnings sound like mercy in hindsight. I don't protect out of possession. I protect out of love, and love is relentless. Your hand should have stayed still. Now your fate won't. If you touch her again, the fear you feel won't be imagined. It'll be earned. I've already decided how this ends if you don't stop. You crossed her boundary, so now you'll face mine. Touch her again, and the world will suddenly feel much smaller for you. I don't enjoy causing pain, but I refuse to allow it unchecked. You didn't break her, but you did wake me. If you touch her again, you'll realize some lines are guarded by people who don't bluff. I won't ask you to understand. I'll make sure you remember. Touch her again, and your confidence will dissolve into survival instinct. You've mistaken fearlessness for invincibility. I'll correct that. I stayed human for as long as I could. You pushed me past that.